A helicopter ride over Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It sure looks spectacular and absolutely stunning in all the videos out there. But how much does it cost? And in the end, is it really worth it? Well, soon you'll know. Sweet home Copacabana. I've made a couple of drone shots here, but a drone is kind of limited in a city like Rio de Janeiro. How does it really look from above?
The marvelous beauty of Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. We've all seen the stunning views from above of this amazing city, and more than a few of you have probably thought about getting one of those helicopter rides yourself. Problem is, a lot of the videos you've seen have been sponsored, maybe not sending a totally honest message. This video is not. We're paying for the ride ourselves. So let's find out if it's really worth going up there in the helicopter.
And when I say worth it, I'm talking from a normal person's perspective. Flying is always awesome.
And talking about getting up in the air, did you know the price for flight tickets often differ depending on which country you're in when buying them? That's where today's sponsor, NordVPN, comes to the rescue. Just by activating your VPN and choosing another location, you can save hundreds of dollars every year on your travels. You see, airlines often charge more for tickets when browsing from a wealthier country. In addition, prices are often lower in the airline's home country. So just switch to a server abroad before buying. With NordVPN, you can choose between almost 6,000 servers in 60 different countries. NordVPN also keeps you safe from viruses and malware and stops all bad guys from tracking your activities. All for the price of 1 cup of coffee a month or a caipirinha. And with my exclusive NordVPN deal, you get 4 months extra when buying a 2-year plan, as well as a 30-day money-back guarantee. So check my link in description and get ready to fly.
Time to get up, trying out that sky. I gotta tell you, I've looked forward to this moment a long time.
But first, we gotta do something about this.
Yeah, you look like crap.
Oi, amigo! Tudo bom? Eu preciso aparecer mais bonito. Sim, deixa comigo.
Gotta look representable. This footage will live on forever.
Already start feeling like a new man.
Oh yeah, already shaping up.
Feel like a schoolboy. Obrigado. Obrigado, volte sempre. $6 for a perfect haircut. You gotta come to this place.
We are finally ready to hit those skies. Normally there's no shortage of helicopter tours in Rio, but since we booked last minute, we chose a company in the west end of town.
And we're sitting here with a driver that's a big fan of the Swedish Gringo channel.
Muito bom. Vídeos muito legais.
E qual vídeo você prefere?
O vídeo nos blocos de carnaval.
Você vai festar muito nesse carnaval?
É possível. Muito bem, né?
Everyone loves carnival.
45 minutes later, we're there.
Right guys, it seems we're gonna have some helicopter fun after all. If someone doesn't need to again.
Our tour operator, Blue Sky, is the biggest in Rio.
Oh yeah, hyped for this. Only 30 minutes late, so in Brazilian standards, we're on time.
True, but also not.
Let's go for this little helicopter ride. Are you psyched, guys? Oh yeah. Super. Always a little nervous before a helicopter ride. Just sign documents declaring if we die, it's no one's fault.
And the price, $600 for 3 people. Duration, 40 minutes.
Ugliest animal I've seen. Hey, is that a hamster? Is it an overgrown hamster? Oh, there's so many of them. It's a giant hamster camp. Hey, wanna join us for a helicopter ride?
No, these tickets were expensive enough already.
Guys, can you feel the action music playing now? This is gonna be fun. All right, who's gonna sit in the front? Oh! We got the front seat.
That is one lucky man, but he also paid for my share, so I can't really complain.
Let's get in here. Oh yeah.
This is where you start getting just a little pulse. We did sign those papers for a reason. And then take off, which turned out to be much smoother than anticipated. Or maybe I just had bad luck with my previous time in New York. And since we started just outside of town, the first part of the ride will be going back, which is giving us some amazing views many other helicopter tours don't offer. There's a reason I keep saying the beaches in the West are the best in Rio, not least the never-ending beach of Barra da Tijuca. Just 5 minutes into the ride, my fellow passengers have already forgotten they paid more than 120 caipirinhas to get up here. After all, what drinks can compare to the view of this incredible beach? And moving around the corner, we reach another beach famous from my videos. Secret Praia de Juatinga, one of my absolute personal favorites. And yeah, that hotel is not cheap. Moving along the coast, we get to the next perfect beach, Praia de São Conrado and mega favela Rocinha. And then we start getting a glimpse of one of Rio's major trademarks, the stunning beaches of Leblon and Ipanema. And boy, do they look different from way over here than sitting in the sand sipping caipirinha. It's almost kind of unfair to the rest of the world that Rio de Janeiro got to be this incredibly beautiful. I mean, can any other city in the world even compare? And when you thought it couldn't get any better, you fly around the corner to greet Copacabana. This 5-kilometer curved beach is an absolute behemoth to try crossing on foot. In a helicopter, it all sort of makes sense. This is how Copacabana was meant to be seen. Impressions so far? Let's put it like this. Even if the ride ended here and now, I'd still have memories for life. And the best is yet to come. And now heading towards uncharted terrain. Niterói is the neighboring city of Rio de Janeiro, and a place very few tourists set foot. Cause if you don't happen to have a helicopter at your disposal, you gotta ride the insane 12-kilometer long bridge to get there. Flying, it's shorter than a 90s pop song. Yeah, I forgot to mention, Rio can be a windy city, so I hope you like roller coasters. And keep in mind, you can't cancel just because you don't like the weather. The tour operators decide if it's good enough for flying. And just when you thought Copacabana had a great beach, wow. Yeah, that funny thing there is the Contemporary Art Museum. Niterói might be worth a visit after all. Now back to the central part of Rio. And as cynical as it sounds, after 25 minutes in the air, you're kind of getting used to the view. It just gets normal. Time for some touristy things. So, for someone who's not particularly afraid of flying, how scary is it to ride a helicopter? Not at all. The brain is too occupied with processing all the new information from this weird angle. I never really had time to realize how insane it is to be flying around over the city like this. My main advice, either keep a camera rolling or get the footage from the chopper's camera afterwards. Watching the footage will be like reliving the experience. But don't watch the whole ride through your camera lens. You need to live this moment with your eyes. It's also funny how some parts of Rio, which you would never travel by foot, suddenly look so delicious from above. One of those parts is the Maracanã area. If you're going for a game, don't linger around the stadium, and especially not at night. Blue-eyed foreign football fans make perfect prey for professional thugs. And now to the crown jewel. It may sound easy enough seeing a 40-meter high statue from a helicopter, but the Corcovado mountain is also Rio's favorite meeting place for clouds. And every pilot only has a certain slot to time that money shot. With some bad luck, you might not see as much as his finger, and there are no refunds. This was the first time during the ride that all of us were starting to get nervous. It did not look promising. My Portuguese is not perfect, but I'm pretty sure our pilot got a negative response from the other pilots. But we decided to give it a chance. And boy, am I glad we did. There he is. Oh yeah, he nailed it. I know it's silly, but getting to see Christ the Redeemer from above just has such a symbolic value. I mean, sure, we were already flying, but the kick you get from seeing this statue, you will really be flying. And the ride home, this was hands down the best part of the whole trip. Suddenly $600 makes perfect sense. You feel like a warrior returning from war. Beaches look even prettier than before, and the hills are even greener. And you can already feel that sweet taste of caipirinha on your tongue. But if it all ends with you not getting a glimpse of Christ, I imagine some bitterness. So, is this something I'd recommend other tourists with a decent monthly salary? Absolutely yes. But for the budget traveler, even if you go for the 30-minute tour, you're unlikely to find a ticket for less than $150 a person. Top that with some bad weather and you might regret the decision. Forget it. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. If you're gonna fly anywhere, it should be in Rio. I am so happy for this experience. Yeah, expect some turbulence at the end. We did it.
How was it?
Amazing. You gotta do it.
What did you think? You liked it? Yeah, touch it, touch it. All right, guys, first impressions.
Amazing. Wow. So good. So good.
Was it worth the money?
Oh, 100%.
So this guy kind of paid for me. Was it worth paying 2 tickets for this experience?
Next time I'll do 3.
It was that good. So, how do you feel about this?
Completely amazing.
Are you walking on clouds right now?
I do. Check the video.
What do you say?
Oh, 100%.
We paid $600 for this. So you gotta take that into account. If you have $600, don't spend all of it on caipirinha.
So how does this helicopter tour compare to New York?
It's much more alive.
Simply, it's more things happening on this helicopter ride. If you're gonna make a helicopter ride in any city, at least of the cities I've been visited, I would say Rio is absolutely in the very top of the world.
This experience calls for some celebration, and luckily we're already in Barra da Tijuca, one of the best places in Rio to enjoy the sunsets. And we just can't stop talking about helicopters.
It was way above expectation. Amazing.
You would do it again?
Absolutely. Tomorrow.
It was good. Yeah, I would definitely 100% do it again. I'd probably do it again, actually.
To be fair, this guy wants to buy a helicopter after this ride, so yeah, he's gonna do it again.
And now for the real question. Would I trade 120 caipirinhas for a helicopter ride? Pass. If you liked the video, please subscribe and support the channel. Thanks for watching and be safe.